Howdy, 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 my darling Aries. So this is going to be your weekly tarot reading for January 2023, honey. So we're going to be talking about what's manifesting right now for you, what's going on for you. We're going to be talking about your social life, your relationships, platonic, romantic, what have you. And then we're going to get into some oracle readings for you, some oracle cards, Aries, all right, and see what messages your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your ancestors have to say for you. So if that's of interest to you, darling, then keep on watching, Aries. Alrighty, Aries. So let's just jump right into your tarot reading here, see what's manifesting for you. First cards already coming out for you seem to be really fabulous here. All right, I'm noticing a lot of burdens are finally releasing themselves from you. You've been dealing with a lot of blockages, a lot of baggage you've been having to unpack, Aries. And so as you have finished unpacking this baggage here, seems to be a lot is finally, it's like a dam being broken, Aries. And it's just like this flow of energy, like you might have been putting in like a lot of work when it comes to like your manifestations, your rituals, whatever it is you have been currently doing, Aries, and you haven't been seeing much of any result. You're kind of just sitting there on your watch being like, all right, girl, like I did this full moon ritual like 3 lunar cycles ago. What's going on here? The reason is because you have to unpack some stuff. So before we get into these tarot cards here, Aries, we're going to be talking about the energy in the back of the deck, which is the Sun card. Absolutely fabulous for you, Aries. All right, the Sun card is the best card in the tarot deck. It feels to me as if like your path is going to be made clear here. All right, when you think about the sun rises, darling, and it's just like it's bringing light to the field. I'm being shown like the scene from Lion King, be like, look, Simba, everything the sun or the light touches is yours, or whatever, right? And that's what I see it is for you, Aries. The other two clarifying cards that we have from the back of the deck is the Two of Pentacles, and my favorite tarot card, Aries, is the Six of Wands. All right, a lot of fiery energy, very fitting for you, right? Because you are a fire sign, spoiler alert here. Aries, it feels to me as if it's never was as the problem, as I was saying before, and the problem was never like your talent, your capability, your beauty, or what have you, Aries. The problem for why it is you were not able to get to go to your reach your destination, reach your goals, reach your objectives, is really because you were just juggling with quite a bit, right? You think about this Two of Pentacles card, it's inverted for you, which is a positive sign in this way, because it's like this sense where almost like I feel like you were forced into this position, Aries, but now that you are in this position, you're just like, oh, wait a minute, I kind of like this free time here, right? So Two of Pentacles, right? You're juggling with a lot. It's pretty chaotic in the back, Aries. And I feel like because of this was in the reverse here, to me, this reads off as like almost like being forced to have to let go of something. So recently, Aries, you might have had to like be forced to like let go of a project, let go of a person, something that was like keeping you extremely busy, Aries. And it's like after you had to like let something go, which I feel like was really hard for you. But it's interesting because it's like it was hard for you, but then you have these really fabulous two extremely positive cards here for you, Aries, right? The Six of Wands is the card of public recognition, fame, and success. The Sun card is just overall abundance and just getting like it's like awakening like your inner child and just like being happy and being overall just excited to live life again, right? And I know that can kind of sound a little bit depressing, Aries, when you're just like, oh, like, when you acknowledge something where it's just like you're not excited anymore when you're waking up because you feel like you lack, or if you feel like you're lacking purpose, or it's just like after again like several lunar cycles of trying to manifest things, trying to just like grind and hustle, Aries, and you're not really getting much out of it, seemingly like naturally you're going to want to just like wash your hands clean and just be like, you know what, this just isn't worth it, I give up. All right, and so I really do feel for you, this is going to be a very fabulous year. All right, so don't be freaking out, Aries, if you are having to be forced to let go of certain things, because it's in the name of Eight of Pentacles, it's in the name of ascending you to the next step, to the next chapter of your life, right? The Eight of Pentacles is a card of promotions, right? And so let's get into your main tarot cards here, Aries, see what's going on, which we have the 8 and 10 of Wands. Now the 10 of Wands is inverted, all right, very fabulous though. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here. And so what I feel for you, Aries, overall, as I was talking about beforehand for you, where it's like you had like this, you had certain goals in mind, Aries, right? It's like you have something in your mind where you're just like, I want to accomplish this, whatever this is for you, all right? you're going to finally start seeing a lot more forward traction in regards to something that I feel like you have been just at in a stalemate with for quite some time. All right, Aries. And by the way, I have a spiritual podcast that I just launched, so go check it out in the link below if you want to go check it out and hear me babble on for an hour. Anyways, with this 10 of Wands here in the reverse and the 8 of Wands, you're going to be like noticing, you know, 10s represents closures to cycles. When you have the 10 of Wands in the reverse, again, there's like this sense of like resistance initially, Aries, where it's like it's almost as if you were clinging on to all 10 of these wands, even though it's like really burdensome to you. But it's like now that you were forced to having to let go of them, each wand that you're dropping off to the side and just letting go of all these burdens that you've been having to juggle with, Aries, that's when the forward movement happens. You know, the 8 of Wands is a card of quick success. And the 8 of Wands can also represent movement, travel for you, Aries. Like, again, it's like you're able to, I don't know, I feel like I'm being shown you, Aries, just standing there, and it's just like you're like stretching out your muscles and stuff after carrying like such a heavy load, and it's just like you're getting a feel for this new body, for this new life, where it's just like you're not burdened down by so many stresses here. But the thing about it is, I feel like part of where your burdens are being relieved is due to you getting closer and closer to this Ace of Pentacles. So first things first, I want to be saying I'm not going to be surprised if you start noticing your financial your revenue flow starting to pick up, because I do feel like on some level the Ace of Pentacles with that 10 of Wands, like whatever burdens that you've been having to carry, like it's like it can be relieved from having a little bit more finances in your life. So let's start clarifying all this here. See what else we can be getting here. 6 of Swords coming in here. So definitely, Aries, let me know in the comments below, like, what is it that you had to like walk away from, Aries? What was it that you had to just move on from? Was it a person? The Lover's energy? And then the yes, it was Aries. Yes, it was. All right. So ultimately here, Aries, I feel like you were just dealing with a lot of people's baggage, a lot of other people's drama here. I really wouldn't be surprised if there was like people in your like your personal life, or people that you thought were like your friends or what have you here. Like this is like people who see you as competition rather than seeing you as like part of their team, Aries. You know, I also want to just be giving you like the heads up. I feel like it is important for you to evaluate the people that are in your life and make sure, you know, it's one of those things, you know, that quote, Aries, where it's just like, keep your friends close but your enemies closer. Girl, don't be doing that. Don't be entertaining those enemies being closer to you. I feel like it's really important for you to really just surround yourself with good energy, people that help celebrate you, Aries, people that want to help you reach your goals rather than giving you more to do on your to-do list. You know, it's going to be impossible for you, Aries, to complete your to-do list, to complete like these long-term goals that you set for yourself, when you're also having to worry about 5 other people. All right, when you're also having to worry about trying to bring along all these people in your life who just, you know, are not as motivated as you are. All right, it feels again where it's just like you have been having to entertain like way too much drama that just isn't your own. All right, and speaking of drama, honey, all right, let's get into your social reading here, Aries. All right, because these cards really call y'all out here. All right, Aries. So we have here the Chariot, the Page of Cups, and then the World card coming in here. All right. So the World card coming in here, Aries, this is the final card in the major arcana, representing the close, the ending of the Fool's journey to begin a whole new Fool's journey all over again. All right. And then afterwards, you have the Page of Cups in this Chariot here. So something definitely came to a completion here, Aries. All right. I don't know. Like, again, I feel like heavily this was about just some like people in your life, or the type of people in your life that you would allow into your life here. And you might have already like gotten rid of them or separated yourself and put some boundaries up with these people, Aries. But I feel like now, like, it's like you finally are finishing up the healing process. It's like your wounds are starting to scab over, and after the scabbing, now you're actually able to like the skin underneath is finally able to come through, and then the scab comes off and it's just completely healed skin. All right, that's what I feel like is actually what it is for you, where it's just like you might have been in a long process of like healing from some type of social situation that really impacted you from being able to be as productive as you wanted. And even just from an energetic level, Aries, because this is like you were putting so much energy into healing, you weren't able to bring forth new opportunities into your life, new people into your life. All right, Page of Cups can represent new people or new opportunities coming into your life. It's a little bit intertwined here, obviously, because this is your social row here, Aries. And the Chariot card, again, another fast forward moving card, just like the Eight of Wands for you, Aries. Like truly, this is going to be a year where it's just like quick progression, fast success. Things that you have wanted to always do, the moment you start doing them, you're going to be noticing a lot of recognition from it. You're going to be really progressing very quickly in what it is that you've been wanting to do. That's truly like the main message that I get here. And especially when it comes to your social life. Again, I feel like you needed to heal from some type of social situation. And as you continue healing from that and no longer giving you energy, no longer checking up on it, no longer even thinking about it anymore, you're finally removing like this energetic block that then just allows so much new energy to come in. It's like you did the spring cleaning, but then you still had to do the dusting and take care of the final remnants of this one room that you took out all the trash. Like you just had to do the final touches. And so as these final touches get done, a lot more new energy has space to come in. So Aries, let's get into your oracle reading for today, darling. All right. See what the oracle cards have to say, what your spirit guides have to say today, Aries. We have the Be at Home Wombat spirit coming in here. Number 5 in numerology, my beautiful Aries. So be sure to write that number down and see what messages that has for you in numerology. But the Wombat spirit talks about being at home. So let's get a tarot card or two. 3 of Swords here, and then the 5 of Pentacles. It's interesting. To me, Aries, this is going to be a very specific message, but to me, this is giving me very much so where it's like, I really do see like some of you Aries really thriving or really becoming a lot more successful when you're able to get yourself out of an environment, out of some type of toxic environment. So I don't know if this is like in relation to maybe you're having to be stuck in like a living situation where you feel like the third wheel, or where you don't feel like you belong here, or maybe even just something that you do. There is this sense where it's like, whatever it is that you're doing, you don't feel like you belong. And every day that you every day that you have to deal with this type of energy, Aries, it's like a little part of you dies more and more inside each day. And so I do feel as if that's where Spirit's main focus is right now, is trying to remove you fully from some type of environment that just is really just doing a disservice to your energy, to bring you forth to something that's a lot more fulfilling for you. All right. It's like the more that you gain your spark back, Aries, the more successful you become. Your moon oracle card for today as well is the last quarter moon in Virgo, attending to the details. Virgo, was this not just what I was using as the analogy, where it's like you did the initial spring cleaning, you got the furniture out, and then you had to do the dusting, you had to get rid of the final remnants of some situation that really did a number on you. And as you finish up the finishing touches here, you are finally able to step into this new chapter of your life and finally have that world completion with whatever lesson that was, with some type of job, person, or what have you, Aries. All right. So I hope this reading was helpful to you in some type of way. You already know what to do if this was of resonance to you, and I'll connect you sometime in the near future. I love you so much, Aries. Bye, darling.